Hello, my friends. We are together again. This time, as you remember, last week we talked about present perfect tense. We learned present perfect tense, but as we didn't have enough time, it was just the beginning. Now, this time we are going to talk about present perfect tense one more time to make it stronger. Okay, this is present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense to actions happened in the recent past. There are different usages, but one of them is that. Look, what's the problem? I have cut my finger. So look, it's still bleeding. So I've cut it. Yes, it happened in the past, but it's still bleeding. Or maybe it happened in the recent past, very short time ago. So when an action happened in the recent past and when it's still important, we use present perfect tense. Yes, you can read the Turkish one here. Okay, positive sentences. Look, in positive sentences, we use have and has, and then verb 3. Okay. The third form of the verb, past participle of the verb. I have, yes, I have lost. Verb 3. Yes, it's the third form of the verb. It's lose, lost, lost. Okay. Look. So I have lost my keys, so I can't get into my house. Good. So, positive sentences. Yes, here are the positive sentences. Look, she has broken her leg. She has. So, look, it happened very short time ago, so she can't play tennis today. She has broken her leg. Good. Okay, these are positive sentences, and these are not positive. These are negative sentences. Look, in negative sentences, as you know, we use what? We use not, of course. Okay. In negative sentences, we use not. And these nots come after have or has. For example, I with they have not plus verb 3, so have not, the short form is haven't, has not, short form is hasn't, he, she, it, has not, hasn't, and then verb 3. I haven't been to Paris before, so I haven't, look, this is the short form, it's not, you see it, I haven't been, so verb to be, we say been, the past participle of verb 3. Okay. So when we are talking about our experiences, we use present perfect tense. Okay. Experience, what's experience? Yes, you're right. Good. And now, never. As you know, I think most of you know the meaning of never. It means that not. We use never in negative sentences instead of while we are talking, instead of not, while we are talking about our experience. I haven't been to Paris before. Look, here is not again. So it's negative. You see it. It's negative. I haven't been. Instead of not, look, There is not here, but here no not. So we use never. I've never been to Paris before. I've never been to Paris before. So we use ever to ask about experience of someone. Have you ever? Have you ever? For example, have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever seen a ghost? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Good. Now, this time, in questions. Yes, as you all know, we use what? The auxiliary verb. What's the auxiliary verb here? Have or has. We use have or has before the subject. We use them before the subject. So, have you called the ambulance? Have you called the ambulance? So, as your subject is you, we use have, but as you see, we use have before you. Has the doctor examined you? The doctor has, but as it's a question, we use them before the subject. What have you done? So in questions, we use what? As a question word, we use what? Look, now this time, fill in the blanks using present perfect tense. My wallet loose. So what do we use? We use I have, of course, and I have lose. Past participle is lost. I have lost my wallet. Our teacher, he. Look, it's negative, so we say has not or hasn't. And verb 3, arrive. It's regular verb, so we say arrived. So, look, question this time. Our verb is find and our subject is you. So, have you. And what's the past participle of find? Find, found, found. We not finish our homework, so we say we haven't finished. It's a regular verb again. We haven't finished. Okay, the boy anything today eat. So we say, has the boy eat? Past participle is eaten anything today. Good, very good. This time, this is your homework, but let's do it together. I fly never a balloon by myself. So what do you say? I have, of course, I have never flown a balloon by myself. My uncle drives his lorry 3 times a week. My uncle, he, so we use has, driven. My aunt, so it's she has finished. Good. Ironing the clothes. So you can do the rest. This time, let's go back to our book. As you know, we learned these illnesses. What's fever? It's temperature, flu, headache, nosebleeds. Sore throat. Sore throat, it's the ache on your throat. So where is sore throat? Yes, B is sore throat. Now look at the question. Have you ever sprained your ankle? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Ever. So it means that in your lifetime. It's asking about your experience. Have you ever had a rash on your hand? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Good. So what do you do when you have the flu? What do you do? Do you drink herbal tea? Drinking herbal tea? Or do you stay in bed, not going out? Or do you take vitamin C? As you know, there is lots of vitamin C in fruits, in the lemon, orange, and some other fruits. Getting enough liquid like water, tea, or eating chicken soup. Yes, it's my favorite one. I like chicken soup a lot, and it's very healthy. It's good for everything. And breathing in steam. Breathing, taking the breath inside and giving out. Steam, as you see, it's hot water, so there is steam. But idiom of the week. Feel under the weather. As you see, he's feeling under the weather. So what can it be? If someone is or feels under the weather, they feel ill. So feel under the weather means feel ill. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. I think I'm getting a cold. So feeling under the weather means feeling ill. This time, listen to the dialogue between the doctor and Anita and find out who says these sentences, doctor or Anita.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Good afternoon. What's wrong with you?
I've had a sore throat and a fever for 3 days, and today I haven't gone to school.
What are the other symptoms?
I really feel under the weather. My throat is so dry and I can't stop coughing.
All right. Take a seat. I'll have a look at you. Open your mouth wide. Say ah.
Ah.
There's nothing to worry about. You've got a cold. You should stay in bed for a couple of days and you shouldn't go to school. I'll prescribe you some tablets and syrup for your cough. You had better take lots of liquid and vitamin C.
No antibiotics?
No, there's no need. Come back next week if you don't feel better.
Good. So, what's wrong with you? So it means that what's your problem? Who asks these questions? The doctor, of course. I have had a sore throat and fever for 3 days. What's in go fever? Yes, it's temperature. Who says it? I've had for 3 days. So what's it? What's it? Anita, of course. Who says it? Anita says it. I haven't gone to school. I haven't gone to school. Who says it? Anita says it. I really feel under the weather. Who says it? Feel under the weather means feeling ill. So, of course, Anita says it. Does it hurt when I press here? So, who says it? Who asks this question? The doctor, of course. You're right. But, as you see, nobody said it. Yes, it's doctor's sentence, but the doctor didn't say that sentence. You had better take lots of take some liquid and vitamin C. Who says it? Doctor. And no antibiotics, it's a question. Who asks these questions? Anita, of course. Now, look at the sentences below and listen to the dialogue again. Which of them are the doctor's advice, suggestions for Anna?
Good afternoon, doctor.
Good afternoon. What's wrong with you?
I've had a sore throat and a fever for 3 days, and today I haven't gone to school.
What are the other symptoms?
I really feel under the weather. My throat is so dry and I can't stop coughing.
All right, take a seat. I'll have a look at you. Open your mouth wide. Say ah. There's nothing to worry about. You've got a cold. You should stay in bed for a couple of days and you shouldn't go to school. I'll prescribe you some tablets and syrup for your cough. You had better take lots of liquid and vitamin C.
No antibiotics?
No, there's no need. Come back next week if you don't feel better.
Okay, so which of these sentences are doctor's advice? Advice means suggestion. Do you remember how can we make advice? What structure do we use when we are making advice or giving advice? Making suggestions. We use should, of course you're right, and shouldn't as for the negative one. Okay, you shouldn't go to school. The doctor, did the doctor give this advice? Yes. You should eat chicken soup. Did the doctor say it? Say it? No, the doctor didn't give that advice. You had better take lots of liquid. Look, what's had better? Should, shouldn't. Yes, they are advice, but this is also an advice, but this is a stronger advice. Stronger. Like your mother's advice. You know, sometimes your mothers give you advice, and if you don't do it, there are, of course, bad results after it. You had better take lots of liquid. Had better. Did the doctor say this? Of course. You should stay in bed. Should. Look, it's an advice. Did the doctor give this advice? Yes. You should use antibiotic twice a day. As you remember, the doctor didn't prescribe any antibiotics. So, of course, the doctor didn't say it. You had better not. Look, had better. The negative one is had better not. So, you had better not drink cold drinks. Did the doctor give this advice? No. Okay, my friends, that's enough for today. So, see you next week. And next week, our online lessons will also start. So, take care. By the way, don't forget to study present perfect tense. It's very important. You can find lots of exercise on the internet about it. Just type present perfect tense and find it out. Okay then, take care. See you next week. Goodbye. Bye-bye.